You know, it's been a minute since Miami added a new member to the staff. Well, that changed today with the addition of Damione Lewis. What's going on, Canes fans? Just a quick little update here. A new hire. Damione Lewis has been brought in to coach the defensive line alongside Jason Taylor, the defensive tackles specifically. And this is a position that he has played and also coached at the college level and the pro level. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Make sure that you do me a quick favor and subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with Miami Hurricanes football. I know that it's been a little bit slow over the last few weeks, but before we know it, spring football will be here. And of course, we're going to cover all of that. Also, if you could like or dislike the video, I'd really appreciate it. So when I said that Damione Lewis has both played and coached this position, he played at Miami from 1996 to 2000. So this guy is a former Cane. Lewis is currently 46 years old, and after his pro career ended, he coached the Seattle Seahawks D-line for around 3 years, and then most recently coached the D-line up at Colorado in 2024. Now, this guy was a first-round NFL draft pick in 2001, and he's played for the Rams, Panthers, Patriots, and Texans, and his pro career in the NFL spanned from 2001 to 2010. Now, bringing it back around to his coaching career at the college level, because I did mention that he was at Colorado just last year, the D-line there did put up some better numbers than the previous year. In 2023, they totaled 27 sacks and 65 TFLs. And in 2024, under Lewis, they had 34 sacks and 79 TFLs. Now, both of those stats were number one in the Big 12, and they averaged 3 sacks per game, which ended up being 11th in the country. Now, I know that many people are probably asking the question, what does this mean for Jason Taylor? And if you'll notice, we said coaching alongside Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor is, of course, being retained. They will be coaching the D-line together. You know, kind of like a similar situation with Salavea. So he's basically kind of just replacing him. And again, his focus, Lewis's focus, will be the interior of the defensive line. And he's going to be working with some guys like, Reuben Bain, Mesidor, Justin Scott, Ahmad Moten, just to name a few. A lot of guys that have some serious potential. So there are a lot of reasons why he would want to leave Colorado after just 1 year. I mean, first off, hey, look, I'm not a huge Colorado fan. I got no problems with Dion, but I'm just saying Colorado, Miami, looking at the trajectory of both of these programs, what Colorado lost, what Miami has coming in, and he's a former Cane. So I feel like it's a no-brainer. And to come coach with another former Cane that's the head coach, Mario Cristobal, I think it's an easy choice. Plus weather, come on, let's just be real here. But as I said, he's going to be working together with Jason Taylor. Focus interior, but they're both going to be coaching up the D-line and recruiting it as well. So, pairing those two guys together, obviously the big name with Jason Taylor. Most Canes fans did want him to be retained just because, his name carries weight. And, I feel like he makes a big impact with recruiting. And then when you factor in a guy like Damione Lewis, who is high energy, this is a guy that's very vocal, in your face. I think that's a good combo for recruiting for Miami on the D-line. And there's some other things that he did in his career. I've probably had something up over here on the side that I added in post-production that I didn't realize was here while I was talking about it. So what we'll do is this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to do like a deeper dive. We'll talk about where he comes from, his background, what we like, what we don't like about him. But I can touch on it here just briefly. I mean, what is great about this hire? What makes this a good pickup? I mean, again, this guy has coached and played at both the college level and pro level, and at the position that he's going to be coaching. And I know obviously that means a lot to many people. He's going to know the position in and out because he's played it at multiple levels. There's also the fact that he is a former Cane. That doesn't guarantee anything. That doesn't mean that he's automatically going to be successful because he's at Miami, because we have seen coaches that are former Canes come to Miami and fail. For me personally, that doesn't necessarily get him any extra brownie points, but I don't have an infatuation with hiring former Canes. Is it cool? Sure. Does it really mean anything to me? No, but I understand why people, would be excited about it. Again, it's a guy who is very vocal, in your face, hands-on, and I've heard that he puts a huge emphasis on stopping the run, which is, something that we definitely have needed to work on. As far as the bad, there's really nothing specific that I can say, but I'm not a sunshine pumper here. I try to be open and honest, but the reality is it's exactly what I said with Heatherman whenever they brought him in as defensive coordinator, and people said, there's got to be some bad things with this, some not so good things, that everything can't be perfect and good, right? We just have to wait and see. I mean, I feel like when it comes to the hires, Mario Cristobal has not had the best track record. We all know that. But I have to believe that he sees something there that he thinks it makes him a good fit at Miami. So I have to believe that he's going to be a good fit until he proves otherwise. So I'm not here to put him up on a pedestal yet. Lewis has to prove it to me, but obviously I'm going to welcome him to the staff, and I'm going to believe that he's going to come in and hopefully be successful. Time will tell. We're just going to have to see. We'll evaluate, the defensive line after this season, see if they got better or see if they got worse. And then, you put in the combo here of Heatherman with running a different scheme, totally different defense, and maybe it puts some of these guys in a better position to play well in 2025. We'll see, because I'm not one of those people that's going to say it's only up from here. It can't get any worse, because trust me, life has shown me that it can absolutely get much, much worse. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. All I'm saying is I need to see something. You got to show me that you can come in here and improve the defense and pump up this defensive line and help those guys play better and win some freaking football games. So anyways, Damione Lewis, this was just a quick, welcome to the family. We're happy that you're here, and making an announcement that he will be coaching the defensive line alongside Jason Taylor. And then we'll do a deeper dive on Friday. I want to talk about some stuff just about the ACC in general, the hire, maybe preview some stuff coming up for spring football and the schedule a little bit deeper, and just all that good stuff. But make sure that you show him some love. I know people have been reporting on this all day, but I kind of wanted to let it settle in a little bit, kind of take a look at him and just give some quick thoughts on it. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.